What's going on, y'all? Welcome to the most official, unofficial. Here to talk about that trade. What trade? The trade that the Boston Celtics made on July 1st, 2026. Trading away NBA champion Jaylen Brown to the Philadelphia 76ers. More on that in a minute. It's already hard being a black Celtics fan. It's already hard enough. Just throughout the history of the city of Boston, you go back and see the stuff that Bill Russell, the great Bill Russell, God rest his soul, went through. You go to the Larry Bird era, draft Lynn Bias. We know what happens with that. Rest in peace, Lynn Bias. Larry Bird has a broken back, retires early. Celtics were sorry throughout the 90s and most of the 2000s, even with, the Paul Pierce, Antoine Walker era. I enjoyed that era, but, that was what it was. Just a lot of mediocre. We get the championship in 2008. All right, that was cool. That was great. We got the moment with Kevin Garnett. Probably the blackest Celtics team we had ever. You go back and look at that team. And then 2009 comes around, KG gets hurt before the playoffs. He's pretty much out. Probably cost us the championship that year. We coming back in 2010, ultimately losing to the Lakers. And for about another decade and change, it's no championships. Celtics get back in 22, lose to the Warriors, which I thought they should have, Celtics should have handled their business then. But they bounced back in 24, get one over Luka Doncic and then when he was still a Maverick. And it looked promising. Then Tatum has the Achilles tear a year later, horrible injury. I didn't think they were gonna do nothing in this past season. JB has a great season. He's been a solid player for years, but statistically speaking, has the best season of his career. MVP candidate. I think he was top 5 in MVP voting, right? Tatum bounces back. Celtics look good. I think they can run. They blow it in the first round. Okay, we need to retool. And then, there's the trade rumors. Hey, it's a chance we get Giannis Antetokounmpo. I get that. It makes sense. You probably make that move, right? Brad Stevens, you go and make that move. Nope, doesn't happen. Giannis gets traded to Miami Heat. All right. Go back, 4 years earlier, when KD was still a net, Brooklyn net. Yeah, you probably make that move, right? Hey, JB, we're probably gonna say to Brooklyn to go get KD. You probably make that move too. All right, so neither one of those moves go through. What does Brad Stevens do? Continues to disappoint us, man. And before I make my final point here, man, it's been years and years of that. We go back, we get Kyrie Irving. Let me go back to that real quick. And we saw that ended. That was aggravating. Was Kyrie being wishy-washy? Probably so. But do we do enough to want to keep him here? I don't know. So yeah, it's just been aggravating keeping guys and getting pieces back. This is just really, really annoying. So they trade Jaylen Brown to the Sixers for an old Paul George. No shade to Paul George. I like Paul George a lot, but this isn't serious. This tells me this isn't serious. You traded Jaylen Brown for a podcaster is what you did. So I don't know what they plan to do. I don't know what happened with the Giannis trade. I'm not in the front office. I don't know what's being discussed. I'm hearing talk of they don't even think JB is a top 5 player in the rotation, which is crazy, which is your MVP candidate. I don't know how true that is. Derek White's better than Jaylen Brown. That's asinine. We saw Derek White end the season. He wasn't shooting well. So we get back a podcaster and some picks that probably won't matter in a few years. Really, really disappointing. So you know what? I say all that to say that Brad Stevens is my letter of resignation right here, man. You can see it right there. Letter of resignation. I'm done with the Celtics. It's over.
The number you have dialed has been changed. The new number is... Please note, the new number is...